Hey guys, Morgan's Maintenance, episode 85 of Guess the Trade, where subscribers send in their loadouts, we take a look at the tools, and then we guess in the comment section below what it is we think they do with those tools. Well, back in episode 84, we looked at Robert Troopy's loadout of his Apache case from Harbor Freight. He also had inside that case a couple different tool rolls and parts bags filled with all sorts of great tools. Well, what was it that he did with those tools? Remember, he said he had to have that specific case, certain size, certain weight, because he flew everywhere to do his job. Well, he answered TPG's comment and said, I am a CNC machine tech. He said that he basically flew around and calibrated those types of machines and things like that. So I remember several of you guessing specifically CNC machines. So very good guessing on that, and appreciate you, Robert, for sending your loadout. Well, today in episode 85, we're also going to look at one loadout. We're going to look at Hellduck. He has I think it's a Toughbuilt Tote along with a Dewalt organizer that we're going to look at. So let's go ahead and jump into his tools, take a look at those things, and see if we can guess what it is that he does. So we're going to be looking at a Toughbuilt M tool tote. I'm not real sure what the M stands for. If anybody knows that on the Toughbuilt stuff, drop that in the comments below. I know they've got all sorts of different stuff like electrician's pouches, carpentry pouches. So maybe that M stands for something specific. Doesn't mean that's what he is, but I'm just curious to know what that tote is actually meant for, those kinds of things. So here's the outside of the bag. We're going to go around the entire outside. We will see everything that's on the inside. He pulls them out. But just to give you an idea on the loadout, here's kind of that bird's eye view looking down. I see lots of zip ties. Also the Dewalt Tough Stack case. Looks like also a Toughbuilt pouch down in there as well. Seeing some vessels. Seeing Tajima. Let's see, Knipex. Also, I think some Klein stuff as well. Next picture, there's a Milwaukee eyeglass case or safety glass case. Also looks like a watch band or something, maybe for a Apple Watch or something there. And then some more zip ties over there on the left. Here is the zip tie side. So there's several zip ties. I'm not real sure what the tool on that left pocket is, which it might be in the next picture. Yeah, right there. There's some heat shrink cable. I'm not real sure what that tool there is. Maybe we'll see that in a little bit. Maybe we'll be able to tell a little bit better. Here is another bird's eye view looking down from that other side. Man, he's got lots of zip ties, different sizes. So I would guess whatever it is he does, heat shrink cable and zip ties is a big part of that by the looks of it. So he's got those there. Here is that pouch. Let's see, is that the same pouch? I think it is. Yeah, it has the same tools in it. So basically here's the pouch out of the bag. He can also clip it onto the side. So he's got that there. And here is an up-close view of that one. So I'm seeing Weehaw, Vessel, Knipex, Pika, Klein, Tajima, Sola. All sorts of brands represented right there within that Toughbuilt tote. Here is the tote off along with that Dewalt organizer. I used to run those Dewalt organizers all the time. I've mentioned that before on the channel. Pretty much before I got into pack out. That's what I was using for bits, little nut drivers, and all kinds of things like that. I kind of really liked it because at the time there wasn't a lot of clear top cases out there. So they work really well. They actually snap together fairly well also, and you can use the Craftsman stuff and I want to say the Irwin stuff also possibly mixes with it as well. I never tried one, but I know the Craftsman ones do. So they work out really well. It does look like he's got some 3D printed parts inside of there, so he's kind of made it his own. Here is the next picture. I'm going to look real fast because I think he zooms in kind of in quadrants. He does. So here is an overview. All the tools that are within that Toughbuilt tote spread out there on the floor, I think it is. So we'll go into this first picture. Have no idea what that is on the left. It's a container full of something. I'm not sure if it's like a cleaning solution, something he uses in his heat shrinking, something he uses for something in particular. I have no idea. So curious what that is. Also, there is a multimeter as well and a torch. I don't know if it's got a name on it or not. 0601A is what that is. I think that's a torch. I guess it could be a fan, but it looks kind of like it's got the end of it like a torch. And then he's got the Milwaukee security bit set. I'm not real sure what the yellow is unless it's some sort of a tape, and then maybe he's flattened that out just so it fits in his bag a little bit better. Again, Pika 3030. He's got the Knipex electrical installation pliers, Tajima utility knife there. Going on down, so Pika 3030 white paint marker, Brauberg permanent marker, Edding permanent marker, Fortis Flex, And then also, I can't tell, is it Luxor maybe? Permanent marker 250. So all sorts of permanent marker brands. I do know that he is from another country, so there's probably some brands there that none of us have ever heard of if you're in the U.S., but maybe somebody out there, just by looking at one of those pins, you can say, I know where he's from. Drop that in the comments below. He also has a Weehaw folding ruler there. Let's see, I think that's a pair of Klein on the flush cuts. Yeah, it is. So he's got Klein flush cuts, Knipex diagonals, diagonal or angled, I guess. Electrician shears, Weehaw little Pika finish, also the Weehaw Pocket Max, Klein non-contact voltage tester. There's that watch band looking thing at the bottom as well. And then there's one of those screwdriver, I think maybe slash electrical tester, unless it just so happens to be clear. I've looked at the PB Swiss of that before, almost bought it. I've looked at the Vera before, almost bought it. I have heard people in the comments say it doesn't really work on the US electric as far as to use those of those two particular brands. So if you all know that information for sure, drop that in the comments below. I don't know that I'd ever really use one, but it is kind of a neat idea to be able to have a little pocket screwdriver. And if you want to test for voltage, you can kind of do that as well. So he's got that there. Next picture, we've got a Pac-Man something there. Maybe that's what he clips something in whenever he's heating it up for the heat shrink or something. I have no idea. I'm just saying that. Over there on the right, though, is that band. So it was some sort of a watch band. That almost looks like it's a magnet. Maybe he puts that on his wrist and like holds screws and stuff like that. Solar level, Knipex Ergo Strip, I think is the name of that. I'm not sure on the headlamp what the brand is of that. Something that ends in ERT. I'm not sure what the rest of it is. Up here are some, let's see, Weedo tools number 6 on the automatic stripper. And then that blue tool up there, that's the one I'm curious. I have no idea what that's for. So anybody knows, it almost looks like a sheathing stripper of some kind, but I'm not real sure. So if anybody knows, drop that in the comments below. That would be my guess. It almost looks like a sheathing stripper, like a fancier one. Again, I know he's from another country, so I'm sure there's going to be some tools that I have no idea what their use is or for sure what brand they are. And then again, he does have the Vessel USB screwdriver. Move on to the next one. So here is his organizer box, Wagos, crimp connections, terminal block type stuff. These things here in the middle, those are kind of what I've used before to patch in some phone line whenever I'm doing that in the house, because sometimes it's a little bit easier. You basically stick your wires in there, press on those, and then there's like a little gel in that. So he's got those, and then also there I'm assuming is his torch for the heat shrink. So maybe the other thing was a small fan. So again, most of these things are stuff that I would use, maybe not the same exact kind, because he probably gets them again where he lives. It's going to be different than mine, but maybe this organizer box helps you in your guess more than anything. I believe that's the last picture. It is. There's his name. So again, there is his organizer. If that helps you, here are some of the tools. We'll go through those until I get to that picture that kind of has them all, which is that one. So to give you an idea what fits in that Toughbuilt tote, because Toughbuilt does make some good totes, good pouches. I've never run any of them, but back whenever I was first looking to get myself something different, I was really getting ready to get into Toughbuilt. And then that's when I found the Vito bag at the Johnstone that I went to. And then I bought a Vito bag, and then, the rest is history. I never kind of looked anywhere else, but Toughbuilt is one of those that I was kind of looking at saying they look pretty good. And I've had several people comment on MP pouch videos and all kinds of stuff that you need to try Toughbuilt this or that. So they make pretty good stuff apparently based on what everybody says, but that's everything that fits inside of his tote and also his pouch. Here is the pouch, the organizer, and the tote, kind of his whole setup. There is that pouch. Pretty nice picture of that right there. And then here it is as we go through the bag. Again, looking at the outside of the bag and then also how it's loaded out. And then right here is that very first picture. But a really nice loadout from Helduck of that Toughbuilt tote and then also that Toughbuilt pouch. Lots of stuff that are, as far as the tools go, several of them are things that I actually own and have. A few of them are some name brands and also some tools that I have no idea what they are. So again, I do know that he is from another country, not from the United States. So if you have an idea, that could be another guess within this one. Guess where it is that he does this work, and then also guess what kind of work it is that he does with these specific tools. But that's Hellduck's Loadout. Hope it was interesting. Hope it's helpful in some way. Don't forget to comment down below what you think your guesses are. But as always, I hope this video was helpful. You guys stay safe. Have a blessed day. I'll see you on the next video.